made it to Maine. So we arrived to Portland, Maine, and stayed at the Francis Hotel, which is a old historic mansion. Here is the room that I was staying in for the weekend. It was very cute, very bright, and I love the fact that I even had a outdoor patio. Hey guys, we made it to Maine. We are here and I'm super excited. I am in the hotel and we had a little meet and greet. Actually, it's still going on, but I had to step away for a little bit because I like to have a little bit me time before I get around a whole bunch of people because we have other stuff going on later on this evening. So I was like, let me take a minute for myself and just breathe and then get back out there. So there is a stacked weekend. Tonight we're going to a brewery, and I'm not a beer drinker, but they did say that there were wine options as well as like ciders and stuff like that. And then it's going to be like a full buffet, and a lot of important people are supposed to be coming too. So that should be fun. But before I get into all that, I guess I should share why I'm here or how I ended up here. So I am a journalist, and the last few years I've been concentrating more on travel journalism. And so I've been getting a lot of press trip opportunities, and then I came across this one on a Facebook group, and they said that they were interested in having me come, and I was like, okay, Maine. I've never thought about coming to Maine ever, especially as it pertains to it being like a Black trip or like a trip that caters to Black culture, Black history, because it's for MLK weekend, and we get to interact with different local Black businesses, which is interesting because, again, it's Maine. Like, I don't think most people think about Maine in so much of Black culture being in Maine, but we're going to go on. Well, I'll just say this for the itinerary rise. Tomorrow we are going skiing, which I'm super excited about. Never been skiing before. I always wanted to go skiing. I didn't think I would go skiing in Maine. I thought I would be in Colorado or, somewhere like that, especially as my first ski trip. But, I'm excited. I am doing a lesson, so that should help a little bit because I don't know nothing about skiing. I got my clothes, I got everything. So I think I'm prepared. Hopefully it's not colder than what I expect because I brought the clothes based on how cold I think it's going to be. So that should be fun. And then Sunday we are doing a Black History walk, and then we're also going to have like a Black party later on in the evening, we get to stop at different local Black-owned shops as well. And then Monday is when we leave out, but we're gonna do like a big breakfast, I believe. So that should be fun. So this weekend should be really good. It's with Black Travel Maine. If I haven't said that before, that's the name of the organization that put this whole trip on. So I'm really excited to be a part of this, to get to know a little bit more about Maine, as well as like the Black culture in Maine, and then also skiing. So you guys pray for me when I go skiing, because I'm not nervous, but I feel like when I get there I might be a little nervous. But I'm also excited, and I'm also happy that I actually know some people here, like other people I went on Precious with. So it should be fun, and I will see you later. Next, we visited the Indigo Arts Alliance, which is a Black-owned art space in Portland, Maine, and is founded by Daniel Minter and his wife Marcia Minter.
And because she had been a musician back in the day, and all these, and she had all of these, combs and stuff. They had all, begin to rust and things like that. And man, I was so happy to get these, because I've been trying to collect them anyway, And
I remember those.
Yes.
Our last stop was the Allagash Brewery, where we had a welcome party, and we also got to do a little tour of the brewery. Here we arrived at the Sunday River Resort, and you see me talking, but nothing's coming out because my mic decided not to work while I was at the ski resort. But it's okay because I think I got some good content. The ski resort was like 90 minutes away from where our hotel was, so it definitely was a little bit of a drive, and it was snowing on the way there too. But it was such a beautiful view once we got there, and I really had a great time trying skiing for the first time. Alright, so I am heading to meet my friend at the gym. This is better. I typically do not work out when I'm on a trip, unless it's like a part of the itinerary, but I know I need to do better than that, and my friend is trying to do better, so I'm like, okay, yeah, we can all work out. But mind you, I didn't bring any workout clothes, okay? I have on boots because we're in Maine, and so I didn't bring any sneakers. I only have boots, and so I said I can do a little treadmill walk, and so I guess that's what we are going to do. She's across the street, actually, at a different hotel. There seems to be people waiting outside at a bakery. It must be really good food, because it is too cold to be out here just standing in line trying to get somewhere. Well, good for them. All right, let's find a... Can we walk in? Okay. Let's see. Hi. Thank you. But as far as skiing yesterday, as I mentioned, it was my first time, and I had so much fun. It was really such a good experience. I did fall a few times. That sucked, but you know, it's a part of it. For some reason, I just couldn't figure out like how to put the weight on my legs to like shift and do like the curve and all that stuff. Like I couldn't stop a few times, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. So I did for a little bit, and then I chilled. But I still had a good time. It was a great experience. We had fun. We are on the Black History Tour, where we walked around Portland and checked out different landmarks that were historic to the city as well as to Black culture.
And it has a history of being an African American meeting house. In fact, it is the third oldest standing African American meeting house in the nation. The Boston meeting house is the first, and the second one is at Martha's Vineyard.
When in Maine, you have to get a lobster roll, and I tried one here and I loved it. It was a Chipotle lobster roll, which I never had before, and it was so fresh. It was tasty. I enjoyed every bite. Then we ended the weekend with an all-black party. And y'all know how we do with the line dances.